Ever pondered if a step backward after taking a step forward is indeed a failure or a dance move in the rhythm of life? It's a question that stirs the mind, doesn't it? You see, optimism and failure are two sides of the same coin. They're like partners in a dance, each taking its turn to lead. Picture this. Life is a dance floor, and we're all here to groove. But dancing isn't always about moving forward. Sometimes you sway back, you twirl, you sidestep. It's all part of the rhythm. Now, let's think about optimism. An optimist doesn't view a step back as a misstep, a stumble, or a failure. No, not at all. They see it as part of the dance, a necessary move that adds to the beauty of their performance. It's a step that propels them forward, giving them the momentum they need to continue their dance. So, is it a failure or just a cha-cha dance? Imagine a flower seller whose shop is in the busiest city street. Her world blooms with roses, daisies, and tulips, all vying for attention from passers-by. One day, the city decides to renovate the street, and he is forced to relocate his shop. She could have wilted like a flower deprived of sunlight, but she chose to bloom instead. She saw this setback not as a failure, but as an opportunity to reach a new market, to share her colorful world with a different crowd. She packed up her blossoms and moved to a quieter, less frequented part of the city. It was challenging, yes. Her sales dipped initially, but she remained resilient. She smiled at every passerby, shared stories with every customer, and soon, the new location bustled with life. Her optimism blossomed into success as she gained more customers than she ever had in his previous location. She danced with life, didn't she? She took a step back only to leap forward. How do we dance with life? How do we embrace the rhythm of setbacks and comebacks? In this rhythmic dance of existence, optimism is our dance partner, guiding us through the highs and lows. It whispers in our ears that a step backward is merely part of the choreography, a necessary movement that propels us forward with greater momentum. Think back to the resilient flower seller, whose optimism bloomed just like the flowers she sold. She saw setbacks not as failures, but as part of her journey. She danced with life, stepping back only to leap forward. So let's embrace optimism. Let's see failure as a step in the dance of life. Let's allow it to teach us, to strengthen us, to prepare us for our next big leap. Because in the dance of life, it's the steps backward that build the momentum for our leaps forward. Remember, life is a dance, and sometimes it takes a step back to leap forward. So keep dancing.